All right, looks like we're live here. Let me make sure that the YouTube letting y'all know that we live. The YouTube's are showing things the way they won't be showing things. Let's see. Nope, not yet, not yet. Come on, YouTube. Come on, Tube. There we go. We got audio. There we go. Audio is confirmed. Yeah, what up, dog? I told y'all Vyper's gonna be live a little bit more frequently here this week and the days ahead. Genosis is in the cut. What's up, bro? That's right, yo. Hey, we gotta go. We gotta go, Genosis. We out here, yo. We out here. What's up, man? How you doing, my dude? Good to see you. Hopefully you're doing well, man. Appreciate you being here, rocking with your boy, the man about tech. And bruh, oh boy, people, whew, it's happening, y'all. It's happening. It's happening. It's happening. Marcus. What's up, Marcus? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Hopefully you're doing well, Marcus. Appreciate you being here. Yo, Brooklyn, very young. What's up, bro? Salute to you. How you doing, man? Good to see you in the cut. Appreciate you. Joe is back for more Joe show. Hey, I love Joe, man. Joe showing up, bro. Every time I hit the live button, Joe is in the building. What's up, Joe? Good to see you, man. Hopefully you're doing well. But, bro, it's happening, people. It's happening. It's unfortunate, but it's happening. So fresh off the scene today. Let me make sure I got my thing, my ducks in a row here. We gonna go here. And where nope, no, that's not it. That's not it. No, that's not it. Where did that? Where is that? Oh, there we go. That it? Nope, that ain't it either. Oh, I thought I clicked on that. No, I did not click on that. There we go. Oh, there we go. All right, cool. There we go. All right, so yeah, man, it's happening. But the impact of tariff have begun. As seen in this article by The Verge today, Microsoft, first thing this morning, raised the price on their Xbox consoles and controllers. Now, fortunately, right now, Game Pass, the price of Game Pass has remained the same, although they just increased the price of Game Pass, I think, a couple of months ago. So they didn't increase the price of that again today. But today, the consoles have increased. Not only the consoles, but the price of games are going up. We'll get into more in the game. We'll get into more about the game thing in a moment here. But, man, here we are. So Microsoft is bumping up the cost of console by $100. $100, and games are going up $10. Whew. So Microsoft Xbox Series S 512 gig is moving from $299 to $379. The Xbox Series S 1 terabyte moving from $429. It's moving to $429. And the Xbox Series X Digital is now $549. Damn! Whoo, lordy. And if you want a 2 terabyte Xbox, you got to come off a $730, bro. Bruh. Now, to be fair, if you want to buy an SSD with 2 terabytes in storage, it's going to be around that same price anyway, because SSDs are not cheap. They're kind of expensive. But damn, y'all. Damn. Even the controllers are going up. Even the controller going up, bruh. Man. Now, I thought the bank controller moving to $64.99. I thought the bank controller was already $64.99. And then obviously with the games are moving to $80 this holiday. Oh my Lord. Now, I don't know if the price hike took effect for the games immediately, but the console price hike is in effect immediately, as in right now. And Best Buy, I think Best Buy and other retailers around the country today sold out of Xboxes almost immediately when it was announced, because people were trying to get the boxes before they went up in price. Now, what is going to happen now that this has happened, right? The PlayStation. Now we gotta look at Sony, right? Because right now, PlayStation consoles are still whatever price they were to begin with. But now it is widely expected that Sony is probably going to match the pricing and match the increase and increase the price of the PlayStation as well. Only makes sense. So it's getting crazy out here. Joseph says he'll laugh so hard at consoles become more expensive than PCs. I mean, I don't know if that happened because the price of PCs are going to go up too. So everything's going up, man. Although the weird thing about this right now is that supposedly electronics and smartphones or whatever, computers, I think it's a smartphone, either the smartphones or computers or electronics and computers are supposed to be exempt from tariffs right now. But I think this is Microsoft basically preparing for when the tariffs are going to hit. And speaking of preparing for when the tariffs are going to hit, and Joe been talking about this forever, so Joe, obviously Joe Newton happened. And speaking of preparing for when tariffs are going to hit, people, it doesn't in there. It doesn't even in there, bro. It doesn't even in there. Because if we pull back the curtain again, my man Max Weinbach, who is now an analyst, man, it's so crazy to watch Max grow up and become an actual analyst. I mean, he was a leaker before, but now he's an analyst. Apple had their revenue earnings call today. They made $95 billion in revenue, I guess, for the first quarter or whatever the case may be. Or no, quarter two, right? Quarter two. But do you see that tag down there? They are, now this has not happened, this has not happened yet to them, but they are estimating an almost $1 billion loss because of tariffs, y'all. $1 billion loss because of tariffs for the upcoming quarter. What? Huh? $1 billion? Oh my God. Bro, what? What the hell, man? $1 billion? Bro, Apple baked $900 million of its U.S. import tariffs into the June quarter guide. That's real cash, not accounting smoke. So Apple is accounting for or bracing for an impact of $900 million loss because of tariffs. I mean, bro. Now for Apple, actually, even for Apple, that's not chump change, but it kind of is chump change for Apple. But still, if Apple is bracing for a $900 million loss, what is that going to do for other companies, bro, that don't have the capital that Apple has? Oof. Yeah. At this point, it's an almost guarantee that the iPhone price is going to be raised this year. There's no way around it. Y'all might want to, we've been talking about this for years now, but it's almost guaranteed that this holiday season, the price of the iPhone is going up. I mean, and not just the price of the iPhone, everything's going up. Price for the iPhones, iPads, MacBooks, whatever, AirPods, all of it. The prices are going up, y'all. It's rough. I don't know how long this tariff stuff is going to last, y'all. But this is crazy, man. First, Microsoft dropped the bombshell today, and now Apple's talking about bracing for a $900 million impact. Fam, it's rough. It is rough out here, bro. It is rough out here. I mean, damn. What are we doing, yo? What are we doing? Holy crap. Oh, my goodness. Ooh. It's rough, man. It's rough. But, yeah, that's where we're at right now, bro. Yeah, like, you know, buy used or hold on to your current tech. No doubt, man. No doubt. Or do what some people are doing out there and go buy the stuff that you need to buy now before the price raise. Because, damn. Oh, my goodness. Oh, it's crazy out here, bro. It's rough. It's crazy. And it's not getting any better anytime soon, unfortunately. So, yeah, I don't know, bro. It is crazy. Whoo, boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Because the other thing, we don't know how long these tariffs are going to be in place, yo. The trade war that Trump is undertaking, we don't know how long it's going to last, man. Trump is crazy, bro. Trump is crazy. So we don't know, yo. We don't know. But anyway, yeah. Good evening. Happy Thursday. Appreciate y'all dropping in and being here. Welcome back to Vyyyper Live, yo. We out here, yo. I'm here tonight. I'm going to be here again tomorrow night to hang out for Friday Night Vyyyper Court. But yeah, man, we here. And God told you, I'm going live more often now. I need to raise money to get to work and whatnot. So again, as I've been saying, asking y'all if you are willing and able to donate to your boy via PayPal. There is a link pinned at the top of your live chat if you are willing and able to do that. Doesn't matter how much you can donate. You can donate $1 or donate 5, 10, whatever you can donate, 50, whatever you want to donate. Anything will be greatly appreciated. And all you have to do is click that link pinned at the top of your live chat, and that will take you to the page where you can donate if you are willing. But yeah, man, it's rough out here, yo. It's rough. Joseph, buying you will also cost more if the new equivalent jumps up in price. Probably. I mean, now, I guess it really depends on where you buy from. Like, if you buy from, like, a retailer used, then, yeah, those prices are probably going to go up. But if you buy from, like, secondhand, like, from a techie or somebody, then I don't know if the price is going to jump up like that. I don't know if people are going to be doing it like that. I mean, they could, but I don't know if they're going to. You know, I saw something online today. You know what's going to become a big deal right now? Pawn shops, yo. Pawn shops are about to become very popular, fam. Because I don't know if pawn shops are going to increase prices like that. I mean, pawn shops jack up prices already anyway. before tariff, but I don't know I don't know if they're gonna be trying to jack them up even more. That'd be kind of crazy. But pawn shops are gonna become popular, as Jonathan kind of pointed out here. So yeah, if you need something, yo, find a pawn shop. Yo, find a pawn shop. Find it, baby. Find it. What up, Drew? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Hopefully you were doing well. Appreciate you dropping in, hanging out with your boy, the man about tech. We are here. We're live here. Gonna hang out for about an hour or so, chill out, talk about the world and the crisis that we're financially, the tariff, the crazy tariff, bro. Crazy. State of the franchise and bartering is about to make a comeback. Hey, maybe Joe says I'm gonna buy less stuff. It is what it is. Bad for everyone involved. Yeah, that's definitely probably a response. Buying less, definitely. I think there's gonna be a few people buying less, man. For real. I'm probably gonna be one of the people that are definitely buying less. Yeah, definitely due to my financial situation. Even when I do get back to work, yeah, probably not gonna be hard into tech like I would with these prices the way they are. It's like it just don't make sense, man. Like when stuff like this happens, you at some point you just gotta figure out what makes sense and what don't, if are things that you need and how much financial capital you are willing to spend on those things that you think you need. Because when your finances are hurting, you figure out real quick what you really need and what you don't need. Real quick. Joe said pretty much everything I need to buy for my kid has gone up in price a lot, as if it wasn't expensive enough to raise a kid. Yeah, that's crazy, man. Like, yeah, I feel for your parents, for the parents out there who are trying to raise children and they got to deal with this stuff. Yeah, that's crazy, yo. Also, in other news, it is May 1st, which means that WWDC is coming right around the corner here. I think it's like June 6th, I think, in day one. So WWDC is right around the corner, y'all. Right around the corner. Gonna be interesting, y'all. Gonna be interesting out here. Let's see. Blah, blah, blah. Let's see. Spotify. I got a headline here that says Spotify just submitted its app update, including links out to the web for payment. Isn't okay? I guess now that they found out that Epic won that court battle, I guess other companies are going to probably start to link out to their other payment thingies as well. So that should be interesting. I don't know. Also, I think Tim Cook talked about in the earnings call that half of the iPhones now are coming from India and everything else from Vietnam. And he says the bare minimum is coming from China now. So maybe that might kind of soften the blow with the potential price increasing, because I think those places are also under tariff. So, but it is cool that Apple got out of China, because China is the hardest hit right now, obviously. Well, Apple is diversifying their iPhone manufacturing to Vietnam and India, and China getting the bare minimum. So yeah, man, it's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. Ooh, boy. Oh man. But yeah. Joe said WWDC is my favorite event. Nothing like a software update to make old tech better. Can't tariff iOS. Can't tariff iOS yet, Joe. You forgot the keyword yet. You never know, though. You never know. Woo! Oh man. Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness. Bro. So apparently Tim Cook was asked about the Siri delays or the Apple Intelligence delays and whatnot, and the new Siri being delayed, and he listed off all the Apple Intelligence features that have launched. So it's like 3. Like, what? Like, I don't know if you noticed, Tim Cook, but Apple Intelligence, the way it is right now, it's not all that special, man. It's nothing to really write home about Tim Cook. So you can say that. But I mean, what you got? You got Image Playground, Gmoji, you got Writing Tool, you got Colorful Theory, who's not really smarter, she's just colorful. I mean, what are we celebrating here, Tim? Like, what really launched? Like, okay, I mean, you got the Chat GPT integration, you got that. I'll give you that. That's useful sometimes. Well, what do you got going on, Tim Cook? What you got going on, Timmy? I don't know if I'll be pumping my chest about Apple Intelligence stuff being out right now, Tim Cook. I don't know if I will be doing that, Tim Cook. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Janosa said the Dom will figure out a way to tear up iOS, right? You gotta be careful, yo. You gotta be careful. Janosa said all these iPhone 16 series after videos, and they're still the thing with AI. right, bro? Oh man, like Apple Intelligence is like nothing to write home about. Like you're making after videos, and your after videos are going to look a lot like your before videos. Bro, Apple Intelligence ain't it, bro. Apple Intelligence ain't it. I'm sorry, it's just not it. It's just not it. Joe said, my biggest problem with Apple Intelligence is that none of it is available on my HomePod. It would be nice to get that ChatGPT integration on the HomePod. Okay. I can understand that. I can see that. Janelle said, might as well make after videos on the iPhone 15 series. Bam. Yo, it's rough out here for Apple right now. It's a rough world out here for Apple. They're trying to best, yo. They're trying to best, man. I know one thing. Apple really better have a strong WWDC plan. I don't know what they're gonna do, but they better figure it out because damn, bro, they like Apple Intelligence is like a laughing stock at this point, man. It's just it's nuts, bro. They need to figure it out. Janotin is on one tonight, yo. Who unleashed Janotin? I need more to fight the Janotins in my life. I need more of this. Woo! But yeah, man. Yo, I don't know. $900 million tariff hit and kind of crazy, bro. It's kind of crazy. I am curious though as to actually. I think I just thought. Hold on. I am curious as to how it's going to affect the pricing of future Apple products. That's what I'm curious. I think somebody asked about that. Let's see. I think there's somebody that asked Tim Cook about that. Let me see if I can find something real quick for y'all. I think as I'm going to my Apple list here on Twitter. Okay. So Tim Cook responded to the price increase availability. So let's go through and read this article together so we can find out what Tim Cook thinks about possible price increases for Apple. Whoop. All right. So Tim Cook responds to Apple product price increase possibility. Let's see. During Apple tariff-heavy earnings call today, CEO Tim Cook addressed concerns about how trade policy could impact product pricing, but his careful wording may have said more than he intended. All right. Let's see. Apple revealed that it will incur a $900 million cost from tariff this quarter. For now, Apple is absorbing that cost rather than passing on to the consumer. But Cook didn't rule out the future. He didn't rule out future price hikes, though. He says, obviously, we're very engaged on the tariff discussions. We believe in engagement and will continue to engage on the pricing piece. We have nothing to announce today. I'll just say that the operations team has done an incredible job around optimizing the supply chain of the inventory, and we'll obviously continue to do those things in the degree that we can. Wow, he said a bunch of nothing, yo. That was a bunch of nothing. The operations team has done an incredible job around optimizing the supply chain of the inventory. What is that? What is that? What does that even mean, yo? Like, bro. I mean, maybe he's talking about those planes that Apple flew in with iPhones the other week, man. Like, bro, like, what do you mean, Tim Cook? What is wrong? What the hell does that even mean? That's some corporate speak for real, bro. Like, what is that, Tim Cook? Like, what? Like, that's not even a response. How is that a response to the question? Boy, he tap danced around that question like nothing, bro. Like, what are you talking about, man? But we all know what's gonna happen here at some point. We all know. We all know. I mean, yeah, Joe, they are gonna figure it out. They're gonna figure it out by doing what everybody else is doing because they're not immune. They're not immune. At some point, Apple is going to pass the cost off to the customer, because that's what it is. But to your point, Joe, you are right. The small businesses are going to be impacted the most by this because they don't have the diversification. They don't have the capital that Apple has. So they're going to have to they're not going to be able to afford to do some things because of these tariffs, man. It's kind of crazy. It's unfortunate for small businesses for sure. But wow, Tim Cook danced around that question like a tap dancer, bro. He's a professional tap dancer, man. Like, oh my goodness. What is going on? What is going on? Okay. All right. Yeah, right. He river dancing, fam. He tap dancing. He tap danced better than the river dancers, fam. He was on it. I didn't know Tim Cook was a professional tap dancer. I didn't even know, yo. That shows you what you know about Tim Cook, bro. You learn something new every day around here, man. You learn something. We learn something new every day because Tim Cook was on it, bro. He was on that. Ah. All right. So I have a question for y'all here in the chat. How many of you all in this chat tonight are interested in a foldable iPhone? Raise your hands or just let me, well, you can't raise your hand, but let me know in the chat if you have any interest in a foldable iPhone. Joe does. Joe does. I think I think Janothan probably know what I'm gonna say, but my issue with Apple is that they have had trouble optimizing larger displays. So if you're telling me that Apple is building a foldable iPhone, but yet they still have trouble optimizing their software to accommodate larger displays, what the hell are they going to do with a foldable phone? What are they going to do with that? Now, what I will say is that I feel like Apple is kind of ahead of the game here because they have iPad OS and iOS, and potentially they have the software chopped to make it work. But again, I am very skeptical because of how, with larger iPhones, they just have not figured it out as far as optimizing the screen real estate. There's no split screen, there's no advanced multitasking features on the iPhone. I'm just sitting out there like, what is the point? But if, to Joe's point down, what he just mentioned, if they can tap into their iPad app ecosystem as it relates to software that can run on a foldable iPhone or whatever to make it like an iPad mini or something, and then you could have that app ecosystem, then you have my attention. That is something that could be feasible for me and to me. But right now, as it currently stands with Apple and how they just don't know what to do with larger iPhones, I'm very skeptical. I'm very, very skeptical. Yeah, I know. I don't think so. Although I think we talked about this before, but the iPad is finally getting an Instagram app after all this time. Had I just seen here for Vibe Drive episode 100 5 years ago, and we talked about this very thing about the iPad not having an Instagram app, but finally, I think Instagram came out a few weeks ago and said that they are going to be working on an iPad Instagram app. Finally, my God, we've only been asking for over 5 years, but it's finally coming. Joe, since I have an iPhone and an iPad mini, I would love one device that could do both. Yeah, I can see that. I mean, the iPad mini is like probably one of the most underrated devices ever. The iPad mini is amazing. So if you could have an iPhone that could fold out to be like an iPad mini, that would be kind of cool. But again, can Apple do it right? Market says maybe. Drew says nope. State of the franchise says, I mean, it's better than the generic rounded rectangle for all these phones the last decade. I mean, if you're in the foldable like that, then yeah, I got you. Jonathan, because if it doesn't, and a foldable iPhone come from one, Jonathan, if they come with a calculator on a foldable iPhone, he's fighting somebody, yo. Jonathan's fighting somebody out here, bro. Valiant, what's up, bro? He said, I feel you, Vibe, but I don't think we need much but split screen and picture in picture. I mean, if you're making a foldable device, that has to be standard, yo. I mean, technically they have Stage Manager on iPad, although I don't really get much use out of that. But I mean, I did hear something about them trying to work some Stage Manager like feature into iPhone, which I don't know if I really understand that. But for a foldable device, that makes more sense. But yeah, obviously, picture in picture should be automatic. We finally got that on the iPhone now, so yeah, picture in picture that'll be cool. But yeah, that'll be nice. Drew said foldable phones seem really fragile. 5 years ago, yeah. Today, no, they're pretty durable, bro. Once Samsung learned their lesson from the original Fold, the rest of the foldables have been pretty durable, pretty sturdy. So yeah, they used to be fragile, but not so much anymore. They gotten a lot better over the past few years with their durability for sure. Ads that never existed. That's an interesting name. Oh, I recognize you. I know who that is. What up, my dude? He said, did you see the new Apple AI icon? It looks like somebody taking a picture of ChatGPT. I have not seen this. No, I have not seen it. I need to look that up. But what's going on, man? Long time no talk. Hopefully you're doing well, man. Appreciate you dropping in. Always good to see you. Joe says the one thing that might prevent me from getting a foldable iPhone are the cameras. That's one thing I want to talk about, right? I want the best cameras, and I assume that they will only reserve them for the Pro iPhone due to space constraints, which is weird, right? Because you would think with a foldable phone they would have more space for cameras, but up until this point, uh, man, uh, you know, the foldable devices have not had the greatest cameras on deck, so it's kind of lame. But hopefully, Apple will put better cameras into their foldables if they do intend to make a foldable. So I hope that's a thing. Oh, that's a thing, man. But anyway, before I keep going here real quick, again, I want to thank you guys for being here. Um, if you are willing and able to help your boy out financially via PayPal, there is a link pinned to the top of your live chat. You just need to click on it, and that will take you to a page where you could donate. It doesn't matter how much you donate, no matter how big, how small, whatever you want to do, whatever you could donate, no matter how much, will be greatly appreciated. So please consider hitting that link and helping your boy out during my financial hardship, man. Again, whatever you guys can do, greatly appreciate it. And I definitely appreciate all of y'all who have donated over the past few days and weeks or whatever. So thank you for that, man. Y'all have helped me out immensely, immensely. But yeah, the link is pinned to the top of the chat for those of y'all who are willing and able to help me out via PayPal. All right, let's see. Janota said, man, that would be crazy if Apple pulls some Android BF with their foldables having sub cameras. I think they would absolutely do it because of the money thing, man. They don't, again, I think it will cost them more money. And then obviously we know how expensive these foldables are. So if they could cut corners and cut costs, I think the camera area will be the one place where they can cut costs. So I wouldn't be surprised, Janota, at all. I would not be surprised. All right, my man Ad said, hope you are too. I need to change my name. I get too excited to generate AI ad with tunnel and release. Hey, do your thing, bro. Do your thing. Janelle says iPhone throughout that given series has same sensors. If the fold comes out, it will have most of them, if not all of them. Hopefully. I hope so. Yeah, it makes sense. I would hope so. But again, most of the companies have taken shortcuts when it comes to the cameras on their foldables. But, that's the cool thing about Apple, right? They're last to the game. But usually, when Apple is last to the game, they are the best at it. So if they can give us a premium foldable experience and still have it be cost efficient, I think that would be pretty cool. I just don't know how realistic that is. But if they can do it, God bless them, that'd be great. Joe said these foldable phones are thin. That's why I think they are coming out with the 17 Air. They need to learn how to make super thin phones. A foldable will be two Air glued together. Maybe. That could be. But why do they have to come out with a phone, though? They couldn't just test that in the lab and things like that? I don't know. But, yeah, you might have a point there. You might have a point. Joe says Apple doesn't cut costs on premium devices. Well, yeah, you usually. But again, with the foldables, I don't know, man. I don't know. Everybody else can seemingly cut costs on the foldables. So I don't know what would make Apple any different, but I would hope not. I hope they don't cut costs. I hope that if they do make a foldable, I hope they put the best camera in the damn foldable. That would be great. All right, let's see. Joe said foldables are thin and more complex to manufacture. You need to make room for the hinge and all that. I think it's a physics problem, not a cost problem. You got the hinge, but then you got like the whole back of the phone, fam. Wait, bro, what? Like the thing is big. You got enough room to do what you gotta do, man. Like you got the whole back of the phone to work with that, man. Bro, you got slap phones. Like this slap phone has a fully functioning camera system in it, right? So you try to tell me if you got like double this, you can't make a fully functioning camera system? Like what's going on, bro? What's going on, man? What's going on, bro? Come on, man. You better figure it out. Let's see. Oh, hey, what? He said, two cameras, one on each fold, one only with blue color, one with red. You need to. What the hell? What are we talking? What are you talking about, my guy? Oh, that's funny. That is hilarious. Fact. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. They should be able to figure that out. I'm trying to figure out what you're talking about, bro. I'm trying to figure it out. Hey, Chantel, what's going on? How you doing? Good to see you. Hopefully you're doing well. Appreciate you being here. Probably morning for you down there in Australia, right? Probably either morning or late morning or something like that. So yeah, appreciate you dropping in. What's going on? Hey, I'm trying to figure it out, man. I'm trying to figure it out, my dude. Trying to figure it out. Yo, my tech review. What's up, man? How you doing, sir? Good to see you in the cut. Appreciate you dropping in. Salute to you for being here, man. But yeah, for those of y'all who just got in here, I started off this live stream talking about how Microsoft increased the price of the Xbox today, but they increased the price of the Xbox, the controllers, and they're also increasing the price of their game, their first party games, because of they are preparing for the impact of tariffs on their consoles and different things of that nature. So, yep. And that price increase has already gone into effect. So it's not like they're announcing that they're increasing the price. They announced it and already put it into effect. So you can no longer buy an Xbox for what it was at launch. Any Xbox that you want to buy today will cost you at least $80 to $100 more starting right now, which is kind of crazy. So yeah, it's rough out here, y'all. Chantel said I'm doing good. Just having a little break from my desk. 11:38 a.m. Okay, it's 11:30. Cool. What's up? Well, good morning to you. All right. My dude Ad says that I'm gonna be honest. On a different note, to be honest, I have a Pixel 6 Pro. Had a Pixel 4a before then. Sometimes it doesn't do basic phone things well, and that really bothers me. EG won't charge. I mean, dude, bro, it's time to upgrade, man. It's time to upgrade, my dude. It's time to get you a new upgraded phone. Go get that Pixel 9 Pro or something, man. After 2 years, most phones after 2 years begin to kind of, lose their luster, man. It's time for you to upgrade, my guy. It's time for you to upgrade. Get your new phone. I mean, even if you want to get like a Pixel 8 or something, like you get yourself a Pixel 8, dude. Like, brah. It's time to upgrade, my guy. It's time to upgrade. Joe says the biggest problem with these tariffs is that even if they go away, prices will not go down. If consumers show that they're willing to pay $100 more, it's over. That's the new price. That sucks. But it's not about consumers being willing. It's like consumers don't have a choice, Joe. Like it's less about consumers being willing and more about the fact that they don't have a choice. I guess I know I take that back. They don't have a choice depending on what it is. Now we talk about electronics and things like that. Then obviously that's not as essential. But if we're talking about things like food and stuff, food and gas and other essential things, then it's not really a choice. You got to go do that. But yeah, the electronic stuff, they don't really need to buy the electronics. They don't have to. So I got you. All right, let's see. My tech review said it was coming. I ordered some small PVCs and now something that used to be $10 and now $80. What? $80? Damn! Jesus. That is crazy, man. That is crazy. Bro, what is going on? That should be illegal, yo. That should be illegal, man. A $70 price hike? Damn, man. Woo. All right, yeah. The electronic stuff, yeah, to your point, they don't have to buy it. But but think about somebody like our man Ads here, right? Who needs a new phone, right? So if somebody absolutely needs a new phone today, now they got to pay they are probably going to have to pay a higher cost to get a new phone, and their phone is breaking down. So that's not really an option per se. Now, obviously, they could get like a used phone or something like that, but yeah, I don't know. It sucks. That's unfortunate for sure. Let's see. He says, Aston never is just a Titan culture environment is hard to replicate for real. I bet, yo. I bet. He said, buy the Cat S22. Check it out, Vype. What is the Cat S22? I don't even know what that is. Sounds like a damn sounds like a cable, yo. like you talk to me about cat stuff, Cat 5, Cat 6. I think you talking about cable, fam. What is Cat 22? I'm assuming you're not talking about a cable, yo. So what let me Google it. Like Cat S22. What is the Cat S22? What is that? Oh, that's a phone? That's a phone. Oh, it's a phone. Okay. Oh, that's funny. Let me show y'all this real quick. It's hilarious, actually. It's a phone, yo. So this Cat 22, I thought it was a cable. It is not a cable. It is a phone. So right here, we got Cat 22. What the? I don't want this. Why get out of here? Where? We go to me. Yeah. Okay. So we just So it's a construction phone, more durable, but yeah, it's like old school flip phone. That's hilarious. Okay, I got you. That's funny. At first I really thought it was a cable, yo. Like, what is the Cat 22? What is that? All right, let's see. Chantel said with less and less people having a landline or a home phone, mobiles are essential to. Oh yeah, I don't know many people that even have landlines anymore, Chantel. Unless they're like, unless you're talking about a business or an office or something. I think people in their house don't really have landlines anymore, unless they are like older folk, like boomers and things like that got landlines. But most newer or most younger folk don't have landlines in their house. Like that's not a thing, yo. That's just not a thing. All right, the Cat is a company that produces tractors, but they also make phones for construction workers. Okay, yeah, I didn't even know that that company was a thing. So good looking out on that. Joe said if the name of the phone is Cat or start with Cat, I can't take it seriously. I thought it was a cable. I thought it was a cable. Yeah, I thought it was a cable. I thought it was like a broadband cable that you connect your internet with. Like you know, those are like Cat 5, Cat 6, things like that. That's what I thought it was. Took me back to my day in taking classes at the junior to college for IT. All right, he says, I saw a video of them dropping it from like a 3-story building and it still worked, so I brought it. What, are you working in construction or something? Like, why do you need a phone that durable? That's my question. Like, why do you need what are you doing with your phone that you need your phone to survive a 3-story drop? What are you doing over there, man? What is happening, bro? What is going on, bro? Man, that reminds me of everything Apple Pro, yo. Like, what is going on, man? What is happening? Joe said, yo, you got that new Meow Scratch Pro with that new Meow Scratch Pro Max. You a fool. You a fool for that one. You crazy, man. We wild right for that one. You wild for that one. Joe said, I ask the same question every day, Vyyyper. Is that mobile communications a self-defense device? I guess no. Oh, you trying to knock people out? Okay, you trying to knock people out? All right, I got you. I got you. Jonathan works in construction every week and go caseless. Now you are a crazy man. You are a crazy man. Working in construction every week and go caseless, bro. You got some kahunas, man. You got some serious kahunas about you doing that stuff, bro. That's some kahunas right there, yo. That man got some kahunas out there going caseless. Bad man right there. You a bad man. Bro. All right, let's see what else is going on here today. Let's see what else is happening here. All right, so it looks like Apple is going to be forced to allow app developers to link out to external payments. Interesting. That's interesting. I'm pretty sure they're happy about that. And again, I think Apple won't be able to legally take a cut of that too. So, I don't know. Let's see. Will they? Let's see. Are they still allowed? I don't think they're allowed to take a cut. I know that they won that lawsuit with Epic Games, or Epic won the lawsuit or whatever. So Apple now has to change the rule because Epic won that suit or something like that. So interesting. Let's see. All right, so here are the full changes to the App Store guidelines for today's provisions. 331 apps on the United States storefront. Actually, I can just show y'all this. What am I doing? Why am I here? Whoop, there we go. All right, so we got apps on the United States storefront are not prohibited from including buttons, external links, or other calls to action when allowing users to browse NFT collections owned by others. Okay, that's interesting. On the United States storefront, there is no prohibition on an app including buttons, external links, or other calls to action, and no entitlement if required to do so. The prohibition on encouraging users to use a purchasing method other than in-app purchase does not apply on the United States storefront. So it seems like most of these changes are only for the U.S. And yeah, to your point, Joe, this will probably cost them more than any tariff for sure. This is going to cost Apple a lot of money. A lot of money, bro. It's not a good look for Apple. It's not a good look for Apple at all. And the external link account entitlement is not required for apps on the United States storefront to include buttons, external link, and other calls to action. Let's see. Yeah. Wow. Woo. Yeah, Apple got to come off some money, man. Apple going to appeal it, of course, but I don't know if they're going to win the appeal, yo. When I found out that Apple was charging folks to uh um for purchases made outside the App Store, I was like appalled. That's appalling, fam. That's crazy to me. But I'm glad that the court said no, fam. That we're not. You can't be doing that, yo. That's craziness. Um, yeah, Apple got to change some things, and I think this lawsuit is probably another reason why the price of iPhones and other Apple hardware is going to go up because they're losing money. They're going to lose money on their in-app purchases and different things of that nature. So yeah, that's going to be a nice chunk of change that they lose, especially considering given that earnings call today, right? Services was their number one revenue generator. Although I'm guessing they were talking about Apple's own services, but yeah, services was the number one revenue generator. But yeah, the in-app purchases and different things like that. Yeah, man. Whew. Buy my iPhone $299, charge the fund. God. Yeah. I mean, we joke, but that might be it. That might become a thing, yo. That might become a thing, which is kind of crazy here. AirTag encryption fees. Oh, God. You just reminded me. I've been getting alerted to change an AirTag battery on my luggage, but I haven't got around to it. But I need to do that. But that's funny. That's hilarious. Oh man, that's crazy, y'all. That's crazy. We are living in a new time out here, y'all. We are living in a new time, bro. Mm-mm-mm. You know, the other thing that kind of irks me is that with everything going up with the tariffs and things like that for Microsoft, for Apple, and whatever, they also are when Microsoft raising the price of games, their price of digital games are going up as well. Like, I find it asinine that the tariffs are going to impact digital games and the price of digital games are going to go up because of tariffs. What? How in the hell does that make sense? It is a digital product. It is not impacted by any import thing ever. What are we doing? Like, that is just a ripoff and some bull. What the hell? Now, I understand that, again, that's probably happening because there are going to be other areas of those companies that are impacted and they're going to lose money. So they want to try to gain some of that money back by raising the prices of everything, including the digital product. But damn, fam, there's no way that a digital product should be affected by a tariff. That is just asinine. That is crazy. That is booty, fam. That is booty. Yes, I agree, state of the franchise. Digital games should be cheaper. It should be. But they're not. They've always been the same price as regular physical medium, which is ridiculous. It's dumb. And now the tariffs are going to raise the price. Like, bro, what are we doing out here, man? What are we doing? I mean, I get that. Well, I'm just saying that the tariff raising the cost of physical or not physical, but digital games is booty. Is horse crap. It really is stupid to me. It's dumb, man. It's dumb. But that is the current climate that we live in. It don't make sense, but it make dollars, right? it don't have to make sense. It just has to make dollars, yo. So as long as it's making dollars, that's all that matters, man. That's all that matters to people. So that's where we're at, people, fam. That's where we're at, fam. That's where we're at here. All right, but once again, Drew says another win for PC gaming. I mean, I don't know why you saying another win for PC gaming. That PC gaming gonna go up too, bro. PC gaming going up too, man. Joe said, I think it's less about terms and more about how much it costs to make games. Every big game costs hundreds of millions. It's crazy. Yeah, that's definitely true. I can't really argue that. Again, I just feel like the cost of digital games being the same as physical is kind of goofy to me. Like, it's a digital game, bro. There's no manufacturing involved. There's no storefronts involved. What are we? Well, at least not physical storefronts anyway. Like, what are we doing, bro? What are we doing? But anyway, again, if you guys are willing and able to help your boy out financially, there is a link pinned to the top of your live chat that will allow you to donate via PayPal. So if you are willing and able, please consider donating. Doesn't matter how much you donate, no matter how big, how small, whatever you can do, whatever you can afford to lend your boy. There is a link at the top of your chat that you could click on to handle that. Any amount from you all will be greatly, greatly appreciated. Thank you. And I appreciate y'all just hanging out and supporting me and just chilling with me, man. Even if you can't donate, I do appreciate you being here. So thank you. I know there are some streamers out there that they're all about the money and they don't really take the time to thank the audience for even showing up for them. Like I mean, listen, I need the money. Don't get me wrong, but I also appreciate y'all rocking out every time I hit go live here. I got people in the chat that show up here and hang out, and I will never take that for granted, regardless of the situation, man. So I appreciate that, and thank you, Joe. Appreciate the follow up, my dude. Thank you, Joe. Joe, man, you good people, man. You are good people. He even put his name on it, yo. That's what's up. Appreciate you, Joe. Thank you for that. Let's see. As the never resisted, I keep buying a bunch of indies. Nothing wrong. Indies are good. That I like indie games. I like indie games built in China with 2 sheets of rice paper and a chopstick. Gotcha. Joe said, yeah, when I see Kindle book cost more than physical books, I scratch my head. Yeah, that is crazy. That is another asinine thing. When Kindle books cost as much or more than the physical copy, like, bro, what? How? How is that a thing? How does that make sense? Somebody explain that to me, because that can't be explained. Like, that's just dumb. What are we doing here, Brad? What are we doing? Like, how does that even happen out here? How does that even work? That just doesn't make sense, yo. It's crazy out here. But again, where we're at, out here, bro. Crazy out here. He said, ads and everything. I don't know if this is crossing the line, but have you heard of the success of Schedule 1 game on stream? Nope. I have never heard of that game at all. I have no idea what it's about. I've never heard of it. You know, said vintage is making a comeback. yeah, maybe. Hey, yeah. You know, we gotta do what we gotta do, yo. We gotta do what we gotta do. Woo. Wait, what the hell is this? Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Okay, let's see. Here. Right, okay. Okay. Oh, interesting. All right. Let's see. Wait, what? What? What the hell? Wow. Okay. You know, it's funny, like when stuff like that happens, and obviously with games like that, that's not something that you want to hit number one, but human beings are going to be human beings, and that's what it is. Oh, man. Now, I wonder how long that game is going to be available for purchase in the Steam store or wherever you said it was at. You said it on Steam. Like when people find out what that game is about, I wonder if they're going to take it. I'm guessing they're going to pull it off the shelf. They're not going to have that game in there, bro. So if y'all purchase it, y'all better enjoy it, because I'm guessing it's going to get pulled at any moment in time. It's going to get pulled off the shelf, yo. It's going to get pulled off the shelf. That's funny. All right, let's see. Anything if you guys got any other questions or comments you want to talk about, feel free to drop them in the chat. Jonathan, I look forward to that GTA 6 price. Psst, bro, at this rate, I think it's pretty much a lock that it's going to be $100, man. $100 minimum at this rate. With the way games are going and the prices are already going up, it's going to be $100. It's definitely going to be $100 definitely. They'll come out with a special edition that'll be like 100 or more. No doubt. No doubt. Joe said every time they run you over, or every time you run somebody over again, they're going to charge you $5. Ads that never resisted the $80 minimum because Nintendo started wilding on their price. Yeah, a lot of people are blaming Nintendo for what Microsoft did today, but that's not Nintendo's fault. Nintendo has nothing to do with what Microsoft did today. Nintendo and Microsoft are both responding to the economic climate, yo. That it's not Nintendo's fault that Microsoft raised their prices or whatever. Nintendo is not a bad guy because they raised their prices. Nintendo and Microsoft are responding to the tariffs and economic climate, yo. They gotta do what they gotta do. So again, it sucks, but it is what it is. Joe said Nintendo not wild and if people are willing to pay. That is true. That is true. That is true. I mean, yeah. But again, if you're a Nintendo fanatic and that's your baby, then you're gonna pay the money, yo. You're gonna pay the money. But here's the thing, man. And I talked about this earlier this morning in Coffee Talk. There's a market for everybody, man. There's a market for us folk that buy things at regular price or whatnot. And there's a market for people that can afford to spend a little bit more money and buy more expensive things and things for things like that. I mean, this is since the dawn of time, right? I mean, if you want a Ford, you can buy a Ford, which is going to be a regular price. But if you want to pay a little bit more for a Ford, or you want a more expensive version of the Ford, then you go buy Lincoln Mercury, because Lincoln Mercury is the luxury brand of Ford, right? So you got people that will buy a Ford, and you got the bougie people that have more money that will buy a Lincoln Mercury, or like a Toyota. Like, you could buy a Toyota, or you could buy a Lexus. You could buy a Nissan, or you could buy Infinity. Like, so there's always a luxury tier to something out there, right? You could buy, I mean, I don't know. Well, somebody, look at my looking at here. I don't know. I don't know. I don't have any other comparisons or whatnot. But yeah, y'all know what I mean, man. You know what I mean. You could buy a MacBook Air, or you could buy a MacBook Pro. I mean, it really just depends on your budget and what you can afford at the end of the day. But there's a market for everybody, really. What up, James? What's going on, man? Good to see you. Hopefully you're doing well. Appreciate you being here, my dude. What is going on? What's going on with you, man? What's going on with you? All right. Any other question, comment before I let you guys go? Feel free to drop them in the chat before we get up out of here. Again, I appreciate y'all hanging out tonight. We'll be back tomorrow night, of course, for Friday Night Vyyyper. I will be in the building, and we'll talk about some stuff tomorrow night, too. But yeah, if you got any other questions or comments tonight, feel free to drop them in. Otherwise, I will give you your Thursday evening back. I'm going to go make me a pizza here. Yeah. Or one of the few things I got left in the freezer because I'm poor. What it is, but yeah, we out here. Ooh. Why am I not repping the Bulls? I'm glad you asked that, sir. I'm glad you asked. So, I have not watched the NBA since Kobe Bryant retired. Obviously, I grew up with the Bulls and Michael Jordan in the 90s. And once Michael Jordan left the Bulls, I kind of was off that train, because obviously Michael Jordan is my favorite athlete ever. And once he left the Bulls, I was just done with the team in general. I never really got back on that Bull bandwagon. But I've been rocking with the Bears pretty much for my entire life. I'm just a diehard Bear fan. But the Bulls, number one, I don't watch the NBA anymore because I'm from what I've seen on Twitter, I'm not missing much because the NBA game has changed greatly over the past 15, 20 years. But yeah, I don't really watch the NBA. But even if I did watch the NBA, the Bull probably would not be my favorite team. But yeah, that's why I don't really watch the Bull, because yeah, it's when Jordan left, wasn't my jam anymore. Man, you don't stop playing, bro. You know damn well we don't do pineapple in here, bro. We don't do pineapple. We don't touch pineapple, and we damn sure don't put pineapple on pizza. You put pineapple on your pizza, you might be a monster, man. You might be a monster. Oh, Steph Curry's that dude. I love me some Steph Curry. I love Steph Curry. Steph Curry's the man. You got Steph Curry out there with Giannis and everybody out there. And Ant-Man, Anthony Edwards. I know a few of these cats. Again, I don't really watch the league like that. But I know a few of these cats out here getting it done, James. But I don't really watch like that. Agent, I used to have a Eagles themed cast. Okay, that's what's up. That's cool. Yeah, fly, Eagle, fly, man. Fly, Eagle, fly. Was that one pro or iPro? It's been a while since I've been around. Did you land another position yet? Yeah. Actually, I did land a job. I have I'm going back to somebody's office. It's gonna be an IT job. Supposedly start next week at some point. I thought it could be Monday, but now I'm not sure. But yeah, I am starting a new job soon, finally. So appreciate you asking. But yeah, definitely going back to work here pretty quickly. Hopefully, anyway, and they can get their things ironed out. But yeah. James, they're calling Anthony Edwards now the Kingslayer for beating LeBron. Apparently, LeBron and the Lakers have been beating the past 3 years in the first round, so it's not just him beating LeBron. Listen, bro. Listen, man. LeBron needs to retire, okay? LeBron just needs to retire, hang it up. It's over, bro. You're 40. It's a wrap, bro. You're done. Son, you're done, okay? You're gonna go down as one of the 5 best players in basketball history. You won a few championships, It's time to retire, LeBron. You're done. You're washed up. You're over the hill, bro. You're done. Okay. It's time to let go, fam. Sometimes you got to let go. You got to know when it's time to walk away. And I think for LeBron, you got your son into the league. He's on the Lakers. Now you got to make his own way. But for you, sir, it's time to walk away, guy. Time to walk away. It's time to be done, LeBron. Time to walk away, my guy. All right. One more time before I roll up out, before I let y'all go. If you can help your boy out with any donation via PayPal, please consider clicking the link at the top of your live chat and pinned up there. Click on it. It will take you to a page where you can donate. Doesn't matter how much you donate, no matter how big, how small your donation is, whatever you could donate will be greatly, greatly appreciated. And again, man, your boy is struggling here financially, so whatever you guys can donate, again, will be greatly appreciated. The link is pinned at the top of the live chat. And thank y'all for hanging out, man. Y'all, every time I go live, y'all show up, man, and I appreciate that. It's kind of crazy. We've been doing it for 7 years now, and it's been a long road, you know. This channel's been around for 7 years. Every time I go live, I've had people here chatting, hanging out, waiting sometimes. And again, I don't take it for granted, man. I appreciate each and every one of you all that make time to listen and hang out with me, because I know that stuff's not guaranteed, man. Like, I don't take it for granted. It's not guaranteed. So I appreciate y'all. And we got Anonymous Nobody here. What's up, Anonymous Nobody? I don't know who you are, but I appreciate you being here. What's up with you? But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all. And again, for those of y'all who have donated, thank you for your donations. You have no idea how greatly you have helped me and continue to help me. For those of y'all who will donate, whatever. I know sometimes people watch the replays or whatever. So if you are watching the replay and if you are willing and able to donate, again, there is a link pinned at the top of the live chat. There's also the link is pinned at the top of the live chat, but there's also in the description of the live stream as well. So if you do catch the replay and you're wondering where the link is, it should be in the description too. So check that out and donate if you can. But with that said, we got the John Park here. The Yo-Yo Vyyyper 7 years went by quick. Yeah, man. This channel been on here for 7 years, bro. No doubt. But thank you, John. Appreciate you. Appreciate you popping in. But with that being said, man, enjoy your Thursday night. Be kind, be safe, and we will be back tomorrow night, of course, for Friday Night Vyyyper. But until then, peace.